Alright, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I just woke up and it is freezing cold. Like, I've got my blanket wrapped all around me. I got the heat turned up all the way. And it's not helping one bit. Oh my god, this New York weather. Okay, so we are back. We have some Fire Emblem Heroes stuff. We got these 2 remix banners over here. So we're going to go ahead and do the banner breakdown. But also, you may notice I ended up summoning on this banner. I was thinking about it the other day. Like, should I just summon on this one? And the only thing that was really holding me back was the thought that there might be an Emblem Hero banner at the end of the month. But it doesn't look like that's the case, because we did get the calendar here. So if we go ahead and take a look at the calendar, the Legendary Mythic Emblem banner at the end of this month is going to be a Legendary Hero banner. So certainly not as high a priority as an Emblem Hero banner would be. So I just decided in the end to go ahead and summon over here. So we are 1 circle away from a Spark, and then I'm going to have to re-up the Fey Pass, which I was so happy to get rid of, but nah. You could only get rid of that thing for so long before you need to get it again for a Spark. But it is what it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at Xander's banner first. So Xander, of course, picked up Attack and Speed XL. Very awesome fodder skill for pretty much all your melee initiators. And then his B skill got a really massive upgrade, turning it into essentially like Momentum 5. As if Momentum 4 wasn't already pretty good. And then his weapon got a really good upgrade too. So overall, he's just really good. He's got a nice fodder skill. He's a really nice unit to use. And he's also a bonus legendary hero that you can run when it's his season for Arena. Or if you want to really go hard, you can get him with +10. And then you can use him as a fire season scoring bot. So just a win-win all around for Xander, which is a very rare occasion for him. All right, he is color sharing with the attuned Eirika. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a really good color share. Look at this. She's got Null C Echo. She's got Distant Bonus Doubler and Gust. Really amazing fodder. What you want to do with her right now is give Null C Echo to the other Omni-Tank infantry attuned heroes. So Temera and Sheeta, pretty much. Give them Null C Echo, and then they can give the middle finger to Lay Radar, who will try to inflict flash on them, and then also, what is it again? Assign Decoy. So, yeah, pretty much Null C Echo is in really hot demand for these Omni-Tanks. It's also really good on Ninja Saline, believe it or not, because you can give it to her, and then she supports in 3 spaces by turning off 2 penalties. She also heals at the start of turn, and then she can also surprisingly be a pretty solid Omni-Tank herself if you give her, like, Miracle and stuff. Because she has the enemy phase Brave Attack, she also has Tempo, and then she also gets Special Acceleration. So it's real easy for her to just keep getting Miracle over and over again. So yeah, just some food for thought with what you may want to do with Null C Echo. But it's an insane color share having Xander and Eirika here. Okay, then on red, we've got Legendary Nanna, who unfortunately got skipped in line for remixes. I don't know why they skipped her over, because this would have been as good a time as any to do her, because she has the ability to turn off defensive specials when she's attacking the foe. Like Miracle and also Pavis and Aegis and Godlike Reflexes. She just turns all that stuff off. And that's really good right now, because we have a certain passive called Shield Fighter, which allows the enemy to just proc Pavis and Aegis twice in a row. So being able to negate that would have been really good. So, like, right now would have been the perfect time to remix this unit. Unfortunately, I don't know when that's coming. And also, unfortunately, she's not really good enough as it stands right now. So, you're going to have to wait and see what the future holds for her. She is color sharing with the Fallen Lumera here. So, Fallen Lumera, Mommy Dragon, who I've just noticed has, what is that, like a double D size rack? No, that is way more than that. Those are 2 fully grown bulldogs right there. What the hell? Takubon, you say? Well, Mr. Takubon, you have outdone Kaboon. How did I not notice this unit was so stacked before? I don't know, but okay, we are getting off on a bit of a tangent there. So this unit's a pretty nice fodder bank too, because she's one of the only dragon-type rearmed heroes we have besides Grima. So stuff like Dragon's Roar, even Res Wave D, and then like Barricade, I guess you could go for. There's also High Dragon Wall, which is a really nice scoring skill. There's also like Dragon Scales and so on and so forth. Out of nowhere, Dragons and Beasts just ended up getting a ton of really good passives to fodder off. So Lumera being able to have access to all that stuff is really good. So she's a nice fodder bank, and then her weapon is okay too. If you're running the New Year Kana as your arena bot, then you can go ahead and give this weapon to her, and she should be looking a little bit better. So there we go for red. Red looks okay with Lumera, but Nanna, unfortunately, kind of holding us back. Then on blue, we've got Legendary Chrom, who has definitely seen better days, but he'll still always be useful for Arena because To Change Fate is just really good. So he did win the lottery there when it comes to assists. Color sharing here with the Fallen Ursula. What is there to really say about Ursula? Other than the fact that she has way more alts than necessary. I guess she was cool for having Desperation support when she came out, but there was already ways to get Desperation support by then, like Firestorm Dance 3. But now we just have a completely better unit that does the same thing in Emblem Lyn, who gives Desperation support. She gives Preempt Pulse, and then she also gives people rings to attack from 5 spaces away. And she's just a better unit than Ursula, too. So, yeah, RIP Fallen Ursula. Didn't really last too long in the meta. But we will give it up to her for being one of the better Emblemite killers for a short moment of time. All right, and then finally on colorless, we have... Wow, Medeus is one of the remix banner units now? Wow. Well, the only reason that's good is because he's got Kanto control, which is still pretty much a must-have on just about every team. It's not quite as good as Kanto Curb, but it's still pretty goddamn good. So, yeah, I mean, we'll definitely take that. Now, this guy, he is a defensive mythic hero, but you don't really want to go for merges on those. Really, what I would do with this guy is just go for the fodder. Now, what they may do on his remix is buff On Guard and make it, like, better. Could you imagine On Guard negating, like, more than just outside damage, like, if it does something else, too? That would be pretty interesting, because, like, On Guard's already kind of solid to protect your units from Bolt Trap damage or Bolt Tower damage or whatever. So, he's only got stuff to gain whenever he gets his remix. So, I would keep an eye out on him, but as it stands right now, he's just cancel control fodder. Okay, and then he is color sharing with Bramimond, who has definitely seen better days. Yeah, this dude, he is just not that guy anymore, unfortunately. So, yeah, I mean, this is overall a pretty good banner. We got 2 fodder banks here. We got an attuned hero and a rearmed hero. And Xander is really good now, so he's color sharing with probably the second best unit on the whole banner. Okay, what did they do for Ashe, man? They have to be holding it down here too, right? Okay, so we have Ashe, of course, with her new skill, Attack and Defense Spiked Wall. Very good fodder skill overall for your Omni tanks and like just defensive type of units. And then her remix was really good too. She's really good just like Xander, but they do different things. Like Xander's more of a player phaser, while Ashe is more of a like bulky frontliner that can provide warp support with her C skill. So yeah, very good unit overall. Also offensive mythic hero, which is the only type of mythic hero or only type of hero you should try to merge. She is color sharing with the Brave Robin, the female one. Kind of an RIP, honestly. Like, there's not really much to go for from this unit anymore. Flare isn't even the best special for mages anymore since we got Frosted Moon from Athos. Creation Pulse ain't even better than like a lot of the other Times Pulse variants that we've been getting. Like Pulse Ploy, which was really good from Rune. And then there's also the new one from Desert Ike, which is pretty good. So, yeah, not really too much to say about this Brave Robin anymore, unfortunately. I think she was really overhyped on release. We thought she was way better than she actually ended up being. Mainly because a lot of the ways to beat her just already existed in the game. Okay, on red, we've got Emblem, who is still pretty okay. I don't know. Are we still running Emblem anymore? I don't know. I think she just got completely usurped by Lay Radar. Instead of inflicting Severance, why not just inflict a Sign Decoy, which is just better? Yeah, and it's harder to deal with, too. It's harder to play around that. Whereas Severance, you can just run like King Freyr or Micaiah or Saline or whoever it is to nullify your penalties there. Alright, she is color sharing with Brave Felix. A lot of people are upset about this guy being in the running for a Hero Rises. And I kind of get what they're going for with that because he is in the regular pool. However, I'd be a fool to be mad at pulling a copy of this guy because look at his fodder. He's got Endless Tempest, Attack Speed Excel, and Gust. So 3 really good fodder skills. On top of that, he's just a really good unit on his own. So yes, he is in the standard pool, but I will never complain about summoning a copy of this guy if I ever do. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Alright, then on blue, we've got the Mythic Peony. Again, these offensive Mythic heroes are just really good to merge. And she is accompanied by the legendary female Shez. Now, this is a unit that I think has a lot to gain whenever she ends up getting her remix. Because she's already got the tools of a great unit, right? Like, she's got Brave attacking. She also has effective against everybody. And then she's getting all stats of 8. I think she has null follow-up in here somewhere. No, she doesn't have null follow-up, but she does have special acceleration. It's not like it's hard to get null follow-up on her. She is an infantry-type unit. So, yeah, definitely a unit that I think is going to get way better once she gets her remix. But as for when that time is going to be, I can't say. And then finally on green, we have Hell, who has, unfortunately, never really been all that good. She is accompanied by Legendary Ninian, who is still pretty good. I would say she's about as useful as Legendary Chrom, where her assist and her ability to score high for Arena is just always going to be helpful. But not really the best in terms of fodder, sadly. So, yeah, wow, dude. Why is Xander's banner like 50 times better than Ash's? He got both of the fodder bank units, and he also has better demotes, too. He has Ursula on here. Well, okay, maybe he doesn't, because we have Brave Felix over here. He's definitely... Is he actually the best unit besides Xander? And Ash, obviously? I think so. Yeah, there's no way he's not, right? Like, Brave Felix is definitely the second best unit here, besides the remixed units, and... Who would be, like, the third best? Probably, like, Eirika, I guess. But, I mean, I would much rather be pulling for copies of these fodder bank units. So, why don't we go ahead and knock out our freebies and see how we do? Alright, we do have green. We'll go for it. Hopefully get Xander or Eirika. Okay, that is neither of them, but that's fine. Alright, and then let's go over here, and then we'll go ahead and do our freebie here, and... You know, I think I might actually hit blue on this one. And the reason why is because I only need 2 more merges for Peony to get her to plus 10. And if I'm able to do that, then I can actually get max score in Arena, or 8th of Raids. But no. Alright, we get a bundle of joy there. Alright, so yeah, that pretty much wraps us up for these freebie pulls here. Let me know what you guys were able to get, and if you are going to summon on either of these banners, I would definitely recommend prioritizing the Xander banner first. But are these really, like, banners you should be dumping a lot of orbs into? Probably not. Like, maybe if you want to go up to the Spark, maybe. Or if you want to just, like, try to get 1 copy of a unit that you're missing, like Xander, I guess, maybe. But I would recommend you're probably better off summoning over here. Or maybe even over here. Maybe try to get Marissa if you don't have her, but... I don't know. I think for sure the 3 Houses Valentine's banner is definitely the top priority banner right now. And because we're not getting an Emblem Hero banner this month, you've definitely got some orbs to spare. So that's going to wrap us up for this video, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed the coverage, and I will catch y'all again on the flip side.